and welcome back to my channel, and if you are new here then hello and welcome. My name's Alexis, and during the month of December, to help you with the festive season, I'm going to be posting a video to my channel every day. So if you love a variety channel like this one and you want to see more videos, then please don't forget to hit that subscribe button. And now I'm going to share with you my boys gift guide. As I just mentioned, today I want to share with you my boys gift guide, but firstly I want to say I'm sorry about any noises that you may be able to hear overhead. We are having our roof done at the moment, so it may get a bit noisy in this video, but yes, anyway, I wanted to share with you the presents that we bought Ted over the years. Ted is now 8 and we have brought him quite a lot of presents, and I sort of wanted to share with you my top 10 favourite presents that we bought him. So these are going to include books, games and toys as well, and I thought today that I'd just show you some of the gifts that we bought Ted, and I thought these might be helpful for you as well. So here is my boys gift guide. Firstly, I thought I'd start with books, and the first book I thought I'd start with is Diary of a Wimpy Kid. Ted loves to read, and this is one of the first books or first series he started to really enjoy. We've bought him quite a few of these books and he loves them, and he has read them 2 or 3 times as well, so that's how much he enjoys them. They're very simple and easy to understand, and they use some very funny words in here. So Diary of a Wimpy Kid is about a boy who writes down his experience through middle school, I think it is. So middle school I think is like ages from, I don't know, 8 to 11 or something like that. I'm not too sure. I think that's what we call primary or something. So yeah, the book is very easy to read and the illustrations are really simple but effective as well. So he illustrates the whole book as well, and Ted, as I said, really loves these, and if I can find any I will link them in the description box below for you. The next author that Ted really loves to read is David Walliams. So we've bought Ted quite a few of the David Walliams books. He nearly has all of them I think now. He really liked this one, codenamed Bananas, but David Walliams also wrote a smaller children's book called Geronimo, and we used to read this to Ted when he was younger, and Ernie the Elf actually brought Ted this book for his Christmas Eve box as well, and we've enjoyed it ever since. Ted was about 4 or 5 when he received this book and he loved it. It's all about a penguin who wants to learn to fly. It's a very funny book. And yeah, as I said, Ted really likes David Walliams, and I don't think these have been a waste of money either. He's been reading these books. So we read this book to him first, and then he's been reading these books himself now as well. So he really loves this one, and there's Gifts from Grandpa, that's my book. And there's Grandpa's Great Escape as well, and there's loads more. So they are definitely a good buy, I think, for any child. And then the next present that we bought Ted, and this was probably 3 years ago, maybe 4 years ago now, was this fishing game. So the fishing game is an electric game. It does need batteries. I don't know if they're included when they come, but it does need batteries. And what you do is you turn it on. Oh, it's not working. The batteries have been taken out of this one. So yes, you turn it on and it spins round, and then you have to try and catch the fish with the rods that you are given. You are given 4 rods, so 4 people can play, and there are 4 colours. So you have to you pick a colour, and then you have to get all the fish for that colour. I think when we've played it, we've just done it because it's just been Ted and I to see how many we can get when we put the rod in. We haven't done it by colour or anything like that. So yes, we've played this quite a few times, and I think this was a really good buy. I don't think it was very expensive, and if I can find one I will link it in the description box below. But this could be fun on Christmas Day, I thought, or Boxing Day, and also it's not that big either, so if you're going somewhere and you wanted a game to take with you, then this could be a great one to take with you. The next game that I think has been a brilliant buy is Hungry Hippos. I really loved this game as a child, and I'm really pleased to say that my son really enjoys it as well. The first place he played it was at my mum's house, so he played it at Nana's, and my mum told me that he loved it. He was jumping up and down with excitement when he had to hit the hippos and get the balls in its mouth. So the way you play it is, there are 4 hippos, so it's a 4-person game. You put balls in the middle, and there are hippos on every side of the board, and then there's a lever on the back of the hippos that moves the mouth and the neck, and that goes out and brings the balls forward, and then there's a hole that the balls go down, and the person with the most balls at the end of the game wins. It's very noisy. When the mouth hits the board, it bangs, so when you can imagine 4 of these hippos going, it's really noisy, and I think that's what I loved about it, and what my son loves about it as well, is the fact it is so noisy. So it's a brilliant game for children, and if I can find it, I will link it in the description box below for you. And the next game that we've enjoyed playing, but I don't think we actually bought for Ted, I think somebody else brought this as a Christmas present for him, is Dobble. Dobble is a card game, and it's brilliant, I have to say. So basically, Dobble has over 50 symbols, 55 cards, 8 symbols per card, and always 1 symbol on each card. So it's basically, you have to match a symbol on the cards, and there are a variety of different games that you can play with this as well. We've really enjoyed this, and I think this is a great game. It's also really small as well, so you can take it with you. So you can take this on holiday with you, you can take it to airports, and it's could keep you entertained for hours, to be honest, this game. I've really enjoyed it, Ted really enjoys it. We've played this with my cousin, and she loved it. She actually beat me. Normally I'm quite good at Dobble, and I normally win, but she actually beat me. She suddenly got the hang of it and was like off, and I was like, oh! So yes, love this game, and if I can find it, I will link it in the description box below for you. Now I'm going to move on to toys, and I think some of the simplest toys are normally always the best ones. When Ted was about 3 or 4, we used to go to Poundland occasionally, and in Poundland they sell toy cars for £1, obviously, and these are the ones by Mattel. They normally sell Mattel toy cars, and I find that these ones are the best ones. They are really strong and sturdy. They're made mainly out of metal. There is a bit of plastic in them, but they're mainly metal cars. So we've bought him toy cars, we've bought him diggers before as well. We've bought him funny little things like this, and Ted used to love to play with these. He would play with them all day long if he could when he was younger. And we also bought him a rug as well that had like a map on it, so it had like a little town on it, and he used to put all of his toy cars on that rug, and he used to play with them quite happily. And we also bought him a garage as well, and he loved his garage. He would play with that quite a lot. So these things I think are brilliant for children, especially younger children as well, and they're not that expensive, and if I can find these products I will link them in the description box below for you. And then the next toys that Ted really enjoyed playing with were Melissa and Doug toys. He didn't have many Melissa and Doug toys, but what he did have, he did really like playing with. I think he had the musical band. I think we bought him that for Christmas one year, and he really liked playing with that, especially when he was younger as well. Melissa and Doug make all wooden toys, and they're really lovely as well. They're quite sturdy, and they probably will last a good while. I think the ones that we do have now have gone up into the loft. I don't know whether we'll get rid of them or keep them, I'm not sure yet. But yes, he really liked playing with those. So if I can find the band toy, I will link it in the description box below for you. And the next toys that I think have been a brilliant buy in this house are the Playmobil toys. Ted didn't really play with the toys that were in his toy cupboard, but he did play with the ones that were in the bathroom. So you can buy boats, and these actually do float in the bath as well. And you can also buy a little motor for underneath as well, so you can make the boat move around the bath. Ted loved these. He played with these quite a lot. These have been well loved, I have to say, and they also come with little characters as well, so it's a bit like large Lego really. You do have to put these things together yourself, but they are very easy to put together. They're obviously all plastic, so not great for the environment, but these, as I said, have been well loved, and I'm sure if we gave these away they would be well loved by somebody else as well. They aren't the cheapest toy, I have to say, but I think they're really good value, especially if they get played with a lot as well. So if I can find the boats that we've got, I will link them in the description box below for you. And the next toy that Ted really enjoyed playing with was Brio. We all loved it as well, I have to be honest. We really liked building railways. Ted really loved a miniature railway when he was younger. I think he still does, but when he was younger he definitely loved a miniature railway, so we knew this wouldn't be a bad buy if we bought him a wooden railway to play with. So basically Brio comes in parts and you put it together and you can build your own little railway. And as I said, Ted really enjoyed it. It wasn't the cheapest toy, I have to say, but it did get very well used and well loved in our house, so I definitely think it was worth the cost. And the best toy I think we've bought for Ted is Lego. I have to say, I think that's our #1 toy in this house. Ted absolutely loves his Lego. It's probably the one toy he plays with the most at the moment. We'll see when Christmas comes, but he definitely loves his Lego. He builds all sorts of things with it as well. He's not the sort of child to build a set and just put it on the shelf. He will take it all apart again and rebuild and make something else out with it. So I don't begrudge buying him Lego at all. It is quite pricey, I have to say. I do think it's a bit too expensive sometimes, but it is a toy that does get a lot of attention and is well loved, so I don't mind buying it for him. So yes, Lego is definitely our #1 toy in this house. That's my boys gift guide for 2021, and I would love to know if you have a top toy in your house, and if so, what is it? Let me know in the comments below, and if you enjoyed this video, please don't forget to give it a big thumbs up, and please don't forget to hit that subscribe button, and I will see you all very soon. Bye!